So this guy over here will tell you something pretty interesting. Something about how he thought he just heard a woman screaming or something. And given his position, there's only one place the screaming could have came from. The Dance Theater. Now, it's a lot different from what it was in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Back then, you would have to defeat 5 Kimono girls. Then you would get the Surf 8 gem. But here, there's only one Kimono girl and that Rocket Gun is harassing her. So you fight him instead. Kind of a downgrade since I enjoyed fighting level 17 evolutions. But don't worry, we're going to be doing that a lot later, with the only difference being, you fight the Kimono girls one after the other, with no healing in between battles. So, it's a lot harder. Also, it's kind of strange how all these people are just letting what's happening happen. I mean, can't the guy with the Psyduck do something? I mean, I'm pretty sure Psyduck is able to learn Psychic type attacks. Also, I'm pretty sure that Rocket Gun has a few poison types on him. Also, you're probably wondering, why can't the Kimono girl just fight the Rocket Gun herself? Well, it's said that the Kimono girls only battle when they absolutely have to. And I guess being harassed by a Rocket Grunch isn't much of a cause for a Kimono girl to start battling. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't understand how young people behave these days. Oh yeah, you and me both. Well anyway, let's just fight off that Rocket Grunch. Now as for what he uses, individual Heart Gold Soul Silver, he used a level 12 Coughing, but here, he uses a level 25 Coughing and a Golbat, so it's a bit of an upgrade. Although, I still prefer fighting 5 level 17 evolutions since I see that as a better challenge. Well, even though I did struggle with one of the Komodo girls back in Crystal, the one with the Jolteon, you remember that, right? Yeah, that thing kept on spamming Sand Attack and also paralyzed me too. Well, I'm pretty sure nothing like that's gonna happen here since Coughing doesn't have the power to do that, or Golbat. Well, I'm pretty sure Golbat can still confuse me. Well, actually, I'm not really sure if this Golbat knows anything that could confuse me. Not that it matters since I outspeed it and also it's gonna dodge its Thunderbolts. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to facing that Jolteon later on since that thing gave me so much trouble back when I played Soul Silver years ago. Well, I guess we'll get there when we get there. Also, what's this guy even doing here anyway? I mean, this is kind of an unusual place for a Rocket Grunt to be at, don't you think? I mean, if he wants dance lessons, maybe just not dressing up as a Team Rocket Grunt and maybe he'll get service. But I guess he's too stupid to know that. Now, as for the Kimono Girl, well, this is our third instance meeting one. The first time we met a Kimono Girl was in Violet City, and the second time we met a Kimono Girl was in the Ilex Forest. Okay, now that the Rock Gun's gone, I believe the guy with the Psyduck is going to give me the Surf 8 gem. Although in Crystal, you have to talk to the guy again, so that way he will give you the 8 gem for Surf. I'm not really sure too many people knew that when they first played Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Well, yeah, I guess a lot of people forgot about the Surf 8 gem back in the day. But in a game like this, as well as the original Heart Gold and Soul Silver, yeah, the guy's going to give you the 8 gem for Surf directly. So that way you won't forget about it. Which I guess is pretty convenient. Now as for Surf, I'm going to give it to Wooper after I beat Morty since I can't use it outside of battle quite yet. Okay, do these people say anything that's interesting? Other than this guy, of course. Also, as for that Psyduck, I believe it was supposed to be Rhydon back in Crystal. Well, it doesn't matter since Rhydon and Psyduck are able to learn Surf. Okay, he's going to tell me something pretty interesting. They're also skilled at Pokemon. Well, we'll see that a lot later on in the game. Although, I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, what about you? You had a stomachache, remember? Or maybe that was just some kind of lame excuse so that way you won't have to fight that Rocket Crunch. Oh well, his loss. Okay, I believe this guy's line of text is now different now that the Rocket Gun is gone. Yes, yes it is. Now, I believe there's a rare candy over to the right, which I'll get to in just a second. Okay, it's right over here. Okay, other buildings we could explore here is this building, which is the barrier station to the Bell Tower, formerly called the Tin Tower, in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Well, we won't be going very far right now since I haven't beaten Morty yet. Okay, this guy here is telling me that Morty went to the Bell Tower in hopes of bringing back Ho-Oh, but he was unsuccessful. So if Morty can't bring back Ho-Oh, then there's not much I can do right now. So yeah, I can't go past him right now. Well, even if I do have the gym badge, I can't access the Bell Tower, but I won't be going very far because I believe I need the Rainbow Wing if I want to access Ho-Oh. So yeah, we're still quite a ways away from accessing the entirety of Bell Tower. And speaking of towers, there's another one here called the Burn Tower, formerly called the Brass Tower, where Lugia once was. Until it burned down and Lugia relocated to the Whirl Islands, which we'll be seeing a lot later on in the game. Alright, what about you? Okay, 2 legends. Yes, we know that. We know that already. The Royal Islands. Yeah, I just talked about that a few seconds ago. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I believe there are a few more places to explore. Then I'll go to the Burn Tower. Oh, okay, I didn't remember that. Wow, this place is certainly shoving a lot of facts about legendaries down my throat. Whether it's Ho-Oh, Lugia, or the legendary beasts, which we'll be seeing a bit later once I enter the Burn Tower. Yeah, I guess there's one of cities like this in every single Pokemon game. Or should I say, there's a city like this in every single Pokemon game. Yeah, I guess that's a better saying. Okay, I believe this guy's going to tell me something interesting. Something about how, there's an event that's going to happen a bit later on in the game once I reach Olivine City. Okay, yes. Yes, it is. But once again, I can't go to Route 38 right now because, as you saw last video, that guy who was in the toll house won't let me through until I beat Morty. Alright, what is in this house? Okay, she wants a Mime Jr. for Smoochum. No, I don't have a Mime Jr., so yeah, I can't partake in this trades. What about you? The sky suddenly turned black, a giant flying Pokemon was blocking out the sun. What kind of Pokemon was it? It was like a bird and like a dragon. I want to say Lugia because it kind of does look like a dragon, but at the same time, maybe it could be Ho-Oh. Yeah, I'm not too sure because he wasn't very specific. Okay, anyway, this building down here is a gym, but we can't go inside right now because Morty is actually over at the Burnt Tower. I'll be joining him in not too long. Okay, this house over here, I believe I know what I'm going to get here. So this guy here, I believe he's going to give me the dowsing machine. So the way it works in this game is you touch it and it makes a sound. But if you're close to a hidden item, the sound becomes increasingly higher. Well, I will admit, not my favorite dowsing machine since I think the one from Generation 5 was a lot better. But I'll also be trying to find as many hidden items as I possibly can. And speaking of which, I believe there's another hidden item that's close to the Burnt Tower. Okay, I'll be tending to that a little bit later. Or should I say I'll be tending to that a little bit later. Okay, he's just repeating what I just said. But once again, I think the one from Generation 5 was a lot better since, yeah, you're able to find hidden items without a whole lot of fuss. Okay, as for this book, well, it's going to tell me about the history of Ecruteak, as well as the two towers, and also the legendary beasts as well. Now, back in Crystal, the book said something about how the brass tower burned down and the legendary beasts that were inside the tower died, but Ho-Oh revived them. Yeah, in this game, yeah, it doesn't mention that since, I guess maybe someone thought that was a little bit too dark, so I guess that's why the book was sort of rewritten. Okay, the book is telling me about the history of legendary beasts, and how they couldn't contain their excessive power, and they ended up running around the region. They were said to have been born of water, lightning, and fire. Okay, that's one way to describe them. Okay, yeah, as you can see right there, they cannot contain their excessive power. So they say the three ran like the wind off into the grassland. So yeah, this book is basically telling you how to find the legendary beasts. You see them at the burnt tower, you wake them up, and that's when they start running around all over the region. However, you're only going to encounter Raikou and Entei since they are runners. As for Suicune, you'll be seeing it a few times throughout the game, but you won't be able to catch it until a lot later on in the game. Please stay away as it is unsafe. Oh really? Tell it to the people who are already inside the burnt tower. Okay, here we have the TM for Shadowclaw, which you're normally supposed to get on Route 42. But since I can't go there right now, it was relocated over here. As for the hidden item I was talking about, it's right over here. Yeah, I'm not really sure if too many people know that the ether is there, but now you know. Okay, here we are, the Burnt Tower. And you can see the legendary beasts down below. So, this guy, returning from Crystal, his name is Eugene. He wasn't in Gold and Silver, yeah, just wanted to point that out. Anyway, he's on the hunt for Suicune, so it's basically the same storyline from Crystal, except we're going to be catching it a lot later on in the game, over in Kanto. Well, even though Suicune is right below us, Yusi knows that Suicune is going to run away if he tries to confront it. So that begs the question, why is he even here? Yeah, he's even saying it right now. So yeah, what are you doing here, bud? Okay, is there anything interesting he's going to say? We'll be seeing more of that a bit later. Okay, this guy over here is the city's gym leader, Morty, a ghost type user. Now, as for the team he uses, I remember half his team is just first stage ghost types like Duskull and Misdreavus. So even though I have a ghost type of my own, I don't think he's going to give me any trouble. Okay, since he can't do anything about Ho-Oh, I guess the next best thing is to study on the 3 legendary beasts. Well, even though those 3 are going to be in my possession sooner or later. Anyway, look who else is here in addition to Eugene and Morty. Silver. And we're about to fight him for the 3rd time. Now, I don't know if he can clearly see the legendary beasts down below. If so, then why doesn't he go after them? Since he claims to be the strongest trainer ever. Well, at least he's not blaming me for his lack of luck fighting them like before. Now, as for what he uses, well, yeah, I don't think he's going to be really all that tough. I believe he has 5 Pokemon as opposed to 4 back in the original Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Okay, I believe his first Pokemon is Murkrow. Well, yeah, Murkrow doesn't have very good defenses, so 1 Thunderbolt is going to take down 1 hit. Although, if this thing has Sucker Punch, then yeah, that would be very dangerous. Alright, Murkrow is going to go down. There we go. Alright, 1 down, 4 to go. Who's next? Haunter? I'm not really sure if this Haunter knows Sucker Punch. If so, then I gotta watch out for that. Okay, I'm not really sure if it does have Sucker Punch, but whatever. Even if it did go for Sucker Punch, doesn't matter since Haunter's physical attack stat isn't really all that good. And Haunter goes down. Alright, next Pokemon. Horsey. Well, I better get used to seeing it as a Horsey right now because later on it's going to be a Kingdra and it's going to be kind of hard to take down because Kingdra only has 1 weakness. Once again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And Horsey goes down. Alright, next Pokemon. Kadabra. Well, I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have any priority moves, so I don't have to worry about it. Well, yeah, I think this thing could possibly do a number on Misdreavus, if it was faster, that is. But good thing that's not the case. And Kadabra goes down, which only leaves his Quilava. So for Quilava, I'm going to go with Machamp since, hey, why not? Even though Misdreavus could do the job just as good, but I want Machamp to get in on the action. Even though I'm not going to use it when I eventually fight Morty. Alright, 1 Rock Slide to take it down since it can't take a Rock type attack at all. Yeah, sure, whatever you say, Sunshine. Alright, 1 Rock Slide and Quilava will go down 1 hit. So yeah, he did not touch me at all. Not bad for a weakling, huh? Okay, and check out what he says. Yeah, he's not going to fight any more weaklings despite losing 3 times to someone he's never beaten. Once again, not bad for a weakling, huh? Take a hint. If you get beaten by a so-called weakling over and over again, odds are, maybe he's not a weakling after all. Well, he's probably too stupid to realize that. Okay, I believe there are a couple of trainers in the Burnt Tower, but I don't think I have enough time to fight them, so I guess I'll just fight some wild Pokemon and call it episodes. Okay, that's good. I mean, I have a side beam with his name on it, so yeah, I should at least get up 1 level. So I did see a Fire Breather over there, although I'm not really sure how much Pokemon he has, so yeah, I think it's best if I save him for next video. Okay, maybe 1 more random encounter for the road before I call it quits today. I mean, for all I know, maybe that Fire Breather has, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 Pokemon, so yeah. It's best I save him for next video. Cubone, well, I really want to use Cubone in this Let's Play, but I'm not really sure what moves I would have given it. Oh yeah, I believe Marowak learned Sing in this game. Yeah, kind of strange. Well, even though I can't get the thick fluff from that old lady over in Goldenrod, still. Yeah, I guess Cubone would have made a great team member. Okay, with that, I'm done here. Next time, we're going to fight the trainers in Burnt Tower and hopefully take on Morty, the gym leader. See you next time.